I tolerated it when you wronged me. But I will not tolerate it if you play with Seerat's life like this. What you are doing is worse than what Gary did to her. Angad promised me that when I need your help with this relationship, you will support me. You think Angad talks nonsense, right? But I can see the logic in what he says. What logic do you see in this stupid proposal of his sister? This is related to my life. The proposal was about my marriage, not yours. Promise me, Angad, whenever I need your help with this relationship, you will always be there for me.
Hey, want to watch this in your own language subtitle? It's super easy. Just click the CC button. If you're on your phone, tap the CC button above. If you're watching on a TV or laptop, click the CC button below. Choose your language, English, Arabic, French, Spanish, German, and many more. And enjoy the series your way.
Three mice have come! There are three of them here! Shoo, 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 shoo! I told you to get the rat poison, but nobody in this house listens to me! Hush, hush, hush! Hush, hush! Get out! Where did it go?
I did buy the rat killer. I don't know where I kept it.
He doesn't remember where he kept it. You will regret it when they eat all the kidney beans in the house. And then you'll remember. Shoo, shoo, shoo!
What are you saying, Santosh?
I can't believe you messed up the entire house because of a mouse.
Let alone the house. My life itself is a mess. It's it! It's there! I'm coming! Do you want me to fly to the door?
Go and look.
What is this? What is it?
You? Sorry, perhaps. We have disturbed you. We should have called ahead.
Not at all, ma'am. It's nothing. There's no problem at all. Please come inside. Welcome. Please come. Come. We were just chasing away mice. That's why all this is a mess.
Mice?
Yes, there were just three, so no need to worry. Welcome. Welcome. Please take a seat.
Here, dear, have some water.
No, thanks. Thank you.
𝐀𝐁𝐎𝐿, go to the local bakery and get the best biscuits they have. Quick, quick. Tell me.
Where's Seerat?
I will call her Seerat. Seerat, my dear.
Yes, Mom, what happened? Your daughter is adorable. Well, actually, Sahiba told us about your decision you've made. That left us very sad. But then I thought that expecting an instant approval from you is wrong. Look, I understand your fear. That's why I have come to meet you. Look, I think that the parents should make decisions about this alliance. I ask for Seerat's hand in marriage for my son Gary. Mom? I want to solemnize it. That's why I've come with a gift. There are so many more sets just like these that I've already bought for my daughter-in-law. This will add more charm to the beauty of Seerat.
Miss Justine,
I wanted to say it first, but Angad said it yesterday. You must have found it very strange. That's why I am here to correct my mistake.
this really wasn't needed.
Miss Santosh, please keep it. Do not hesitate. It's a good luck gift to this new beginning. Look, whatever fears you may have, you can share them with me openly, I promise. I promise to solve any fears you have.
Miss Justine, I already told Sahiba many times that we shouldn't make such decisions in haste and to think about it. Surely you can understand
Look here.
that.
Sahiba's answer that she gave is our answer as well. We reject this proposal.
Mr. Ajit, everyone knows that Angad and Sahiba have issues, but their issues should not affect Seerat's life, am I right? Because you see, turning down Angad is Sahiba's victory.
I am sorry, but I know my daughter very well. She cannot make any decision in anger or even in pride. Sahiba's decision is in the best interest of her sister. And my Sahiba is right with her decision.
Can I talk to Seerat for 2 minutes? After all, it's the question of Seerat's life, isn't it? Seerat, my dear, I am elder to you. I can understand everything that you have had to bear because of Gary. Not just you, Seerat, but Gary has hurt all of us. But trust me, he has realized his mistake. Perhaps you all don't know it, but Gary has agreed to this marriage. He himself told Angad about it, that if Seerat forgives him, he is ready for this marriage. I am here to tell you all the same. And on behalf of my son, I apologize to you all.
No, please, do not do this.
If that is the case, then why is Gary not here with you?
Because he is ashamed of his ill deeds. He said that he could not even meet your gaze. It will take some time for him to feel normal. Everyone has scolded him a lot back home, and Angad had even thrashed him. Seerat, you were right there. You saw it all, right? Dear, just give him some time, and he will speak to you again.
No, ma'am. We have said what we wanted to say. And we do not wish to know if Gary wants to repent for his actions.
Sir, your anger is justified, truly. And I have spoken to Gary. And he understands the grave mistake he has made. And that is not all. He regrets it. And hence, he wants to fix it all. He will take good care of your daughter, and I will personally look after her and make sure that she has everything. I truly want Seerat to be my daughter-in-law. Oh, she is so lovely and such a nice girl. I admit that she was wronged, but no more will I let any harm come to her. And my Gary can never get a better girl than you. And you all know it as well, that this is the best thing for Seerat's life.
What did you say? No, how could you say that? That guy you speak of ruined my daughter's life, and now you want my daughter to marry that very man. My daughter will never marry a man like Gary.
Oh, hello, sir. What exactly do you mean by that? Girls would line up to get married to my brother?
Kiara, your brother is a stupid man. And he deserves what is being said to him. One child of mine turned out to be shameless. Now, I do not want you to be like him too. Look, sir, we cannot change what has already happened. But do not let what has happened in the past dictate the terms of the future for us. Just think about it. Both the sisters will be together in one house. Sahiba will look after Seerat, and Seerat will be there for Sahiba. There would be no reason to worry about them, because they will feel at home there. Listen.
Toshi. Listen, ma'am. I think it's time you leave. Please take this back.
Look, sir.
Enough. I do not wish to hear anything.
Please think well before you decide. Forgive the kids and help them start a new life. By the grace of the Almighty, they will be able to get their lives on track. Do consider it once.
Come on now, my dear. Why are you being so quiet? I think she's actually right, you know. Please say something now.
Before I make a decision, I must speak to someone.
You wish to speak to Sahiba, right? Thank you so much for the gifts, but it wasn't necessary at all. Your loyalty and honesty are the biggest gifts for me. But again, thanks a lot. Seerat? You... Please come. Get some coffee for us.
Yesterday, the gift you had asked for on your birthday. I have come to discuss that.
Please sit.
Gary betrayed me big time.
I know your answer will be negative.
That depends on you, Angad.
What do you mean?
I gave a thought about your proposal. But I'm not able to make a decision. Angad, I know that you are a good and an honest man. That is why no sooner you came to know about your brother's truth, you ousted him from your family. I wronged you so much. I betrayed you. But still you care about me. You are aware of my agony and pain. That is why I don't know if Gary will ever be able to repent for his sins. But I know for a fact that you want to see me happy.
Thank you.
Angad,
Coffee.
Ow!
What happened? Oh my gosh. Are you okay? Quickly get some ice to my cabin.
It's okay, Angad. I'm okay. Relax.
Are you sure? Okay, let it be. Seerat, I don't want you to be scared and live a life of isolation.
You care about me, Angad. Promise me that you will always take care of me this way. When I marry Gary and enter your family, even then,
Hey, ma'am, are you back?
Kuljit, what did I tell you yesterday?
Yesterday? Yes, you asked me to get you some tea. I'll get it.
No, not tea. The accounts have not been updated, Kuljit.
Without you, things get array. Even existing customers have stopped placing their old orders. They think that as you have become a part of the Brad family, you'll quit work.
To clear their doubts, I will attend shop regularly. Then we will be back in business in no time. Mark my words.
Shall I order 2 cups of tea?
Not 2, but 3.
3? We are only 2 here.
I'm expanding my team. I'm expecting someone.
Who?
You'll come to know soon enough. Go get the tea.
I see. Was she supposed to come? Sahiba, sister, the third one is here.
Is Seerat here?
I'm waiting for your answer, Angad.
And I'm trying to understand your question.
You know what, Angad? So far, every decision I've made has always turned out against me. Now I'm too afraid to even make decisions. I have no faith left in my decision-making. And Gary, I can't trust Gary at all. I can marry him only under one condition. If you reassure me that you'll never let me be wronged by Gary ever again. You must always stand by me and take care of me. I broke your heart, Angad. You still forgave me. But everyone else in your family is still very upset with me. Even if I marry Gary and enter your family, I will need someone who will be able to support me. Can you be that support for me?
Your biggest support is already living in the Brar mansion. Sahiba.
Great. Just because I went away for my tournament, you've forgotten me.
Silly girl. One forgets those who are on their minds. But you stay in my heart. Did you win or defeat others in the tournament?
This time I managed to do both. I won the tournament and I defeated people too. But tell me, sister, why were you asking about Cindy? I mean, why were you expecting her? And Why would she come here? She never does.
After all that's happened, Seerat's confidence is fully shattered. I thought I would involve her with my work, and that would help her to overcome everything, but she barely steps outside.
Come on, I just returned from home. Seerat isn't home.
Seerat isn't home?
No.
Where did she go then?
Saiba, didn't you see how she opposed Gary and me getting married? If we get married, she will do worse things, honestly. I really have no idea what decision Saiba wants me to make. I do not understand what she wants me to do. Sometimes I feel you understand me more than her.
She isn't answering her phone. Whenever she does this, I feel as if some new problem is in the making or something. She's unpredictable sometimes. She's usually so stable, but you can never be sure what she'll do next. I've never seen anyone like her before.
Really? I have definitely seen a guy like her. It's Angad. Aunt told me about her marriage proposal. Listen to me carefully now. Saiba, has Angad totally lost his mind? I thought we were finally starting to like him and get on the same page. But now, he's back at his old stuff again. There's no guarantee that he will ever act sensible again.
At least we're sure that Seerat and Gary won't get married. Good.
I take the guarantee for your and Gary's marriage. I know your conditions. Also, I know Gary very well. You won't face any problems in the Brar mansion at all. Your happiness won't be affected. This is my promise to you.
Now that you promised me, I feel reassured. I'm ready to marry Gary now. Because right now, the person I trust the most is only you. I trust you more than I trust Saiba.
Loving the drama so far? Don't miss the next twist. Hit that subscribe button now for more English-dubbed twists, turns, and unforgettable moments every single week. Real drama, real emotions, all in English.
Now that you promised me, I feel reassured. I'm ready to marry Gary now. Because right now, the person I trust the most is only you. I trust you more than I trust Saiba. But Angad, please, for now, do not tell anybody about my decision.
Seerat, trust me on this. You will never regret your decision here. And don't you worry. I will not tell anybody about your decision. You can do that. Bring your parents to our house and talk things out. Explain things to them.
I need to tell my decision to Saiba first.
It must be Sister Seerat.
It's Mrs. Sahani, the bakery owner. Hello? Tell me, Mrs. Sahani. Yes, I am free. I'll be there. There's enough light out there. So, I think we can do that. Okay. I've got work. I need to go. I only have 1,200 left in my account. We can't be laid back anymore. I will have to be here regularly and work diligently. Look after the shop for me. Call up and inform me when Seerat comes here, okay?
Don't worry about it.
Sister, should I join you?
No. It's a normal task. I'll handle it alone. Kira doesn't know the rates of the items, so stay at the shop and assist her, okay? I'll take the equipment.
Sahiba, it's a good thing that brother-in-law Angad kicked Gary out of the house.
Gary the snake can be kicked out of the house, but his wickedness cannot be removed.
If I could, I would have shot Sahiba myself. She is the one responsible for your bad mood. Baby, did Angad oust you from the house and business too?
Sarah, my sweetheart. My name's 𝐂𝐕𝐄. One really needs to be intelligent and shrewd to understand any of my actions. Mark my words. Those who threw me out of the house will eventually grant me entry back into my own house and business.
You know, you sound exactly like... You are a great chess player.
I don't play chess because there every move is against your opponent. But in real life, I don't distinguish between loved ones and enemies. As you know, it's my swag. It be? Baby, do this, okay? Go. Go hide over there. Go, Sarah, go.
Don't you think you are being too scared these days?
Dear, those who fear live longer, don't you know? They always win. So please, if it's Angad, there could be a big problem, okay? Go. Why are you here?
Congratulations! Your marriage is almost fixed. Thanks to Mom. She turned Sahiba's refusal completely around.
No, Mrs. Sahani. The ladder is here and I have the equipment that I need. Please do not worry. Mister, keep it there. Please pass me that box.
Why are you so desperate about this marriage, huh? What was the need to go to those beggars again? You know what? Whenever I think about this marriage, I feel disgusted.
Exactly, brother. They stay in a third-class place. Ew! I was getting claustrophobic. Gary, when I imagine you being with that simpleton, I get the same feeling. Exactly. The Almighty knows how you will adjust. Funny, right? By the way, the place you two are making fun of, if this marriage does not take place, we will be compelled to live in a much worse place. I'm mean, Angad has already ousted Gary. That means we will be next, Kiara. If the Brars oust you from the business, Gary, your plight will be worse than that of a street dog. So, that is why I went to meet Santosh, that lowly lady. My blood was boiling the entire time. However, on the surface, I faked a smile. I had to convince those paupers for the marriage. As far as I know, Santosh is convinced.
Okay, shall we start the arrangements? For Brother Gary's big fat wedding?
No way. I don't want any big fat wedding. However, get things ready. During the arrangements, anything can happen. Hey, Mom. That day you made a big mistake. That day you shouldn't have fired at me. But at Cyber instead, the whole ordeal would have been over.
Driver, can you just pull over for a minute? Okay, drive.
Oh my goodness! Mom?
What happened? What did you see?
You will be very shocked, Mom. Mrs. Bala has sent a picture of Cyber. Her caption reads, "This is the elder daughter-in-law of the Brars."
Let me see. Oh, such a nice picture.
But Mom, what is she doing? Disgusting!
Whatever she is doing, I have an idea. Post this in the family group. And now, we will go home. It would be so much fun to see the drama live. Done, Mom. Good girl.
After all, somebody came. Someone came into this house to challenge the rules and regulations of our family. Don't tell me your phones are dead. Check the family group media. Have a look at what Kiara has sent. Have a look. Take a good look. The eldest daughter-in-law of this family. This girl, she was your choice. On your behest, or shall I say on your orders. She joined our family. Today the girl of your choice is now going against you. The eldest daughter-in-law of this family. The dignity of this house is now in the middle of the street. She is on a ladder, painting a signboard. Wow. Wow. And look, there's no sign of worry on her face. Without even thinking about what her reputation is after marriage. Tell me, how could you let this happen, Mr. Brad? Answer me. Maybe you have no control over her like you thought you did.
I had told Angad that Cyber should not work. And he had promised me that he'll make Sahiba understand.
Respecting your order, how much Angad tried to make her understand is clearly visible in this photograph. Don't you think so then, Father?
Doesn't it seem like Mr. Inder is in a hockey stadium? He moves very fast. He moves very quickly. Well, Inder, you have a lot of energy when you argue with your dad.
You are right. Many years ago, had he not argued with me and compelled me, you might have seen my energy unleashed on a hockey field. But someone gave more importance to his principles and reputation, more than my talents and my ambitions.
Kiara, how did you get this photograph?
Grandpa, well, Mrs. Bala sent it, but that's not the issue. The issue is, what's Manveer's daughter-in-law, the eldest daughter-in-law of this family, doing in that photograph?
Jassi, I know what Sahiba was doing. I saw her in the photograph.
You saw it, right? But what did you do about that? Are you going to just lay back?
He is definitely not relaxing. Frankly speaking, he can't do anything anyway. Because she is already doing whatever she wants. She always does what she wants.
Such moments are very rare when I have to agree with Inder's point of view.
You can only agree with my points, Jocelyn. But you can never be like me. I've already explained this to you many times, and I will keep doing so. Unlike you, my anger never reeks of conspiracy. And unlike you, I don't manipulate topics for my benefit. And by the way, Sahiba is my daughter-in-law, not yours. She is my one and only son's wife. So I am asking you, don't get involved in my matters as that's better for you. Mr. Akal Singh Brar, today I will see what your justice will be.
If Inder had control over everything in this family, only such arguments would happen in this house. Everyone would keep blaming each other like they already are. Ignore that. Grandpa, you are so lenient towards Sahiba. She is taking advantage of it.
Mrs. Bala is present in our kitty group too. I texted her saying not to forward that photograph, because otherwise gossip will spread.
I speak from experience. I always do. Mrs. Bala is a gossip machine. Before you spoke to her, she sent that photo to everyone. Also, nowadays, people love gossiping about this family. I've no clue why Sahiba doesn't understand this.
Enough! Manveer, bring Sahiba to me immediately.
Veer, send me Sahiba's number.
What? Don't you have your daughter-in-law's phone number?
Seerat hasn't called yet. Then Sister Seerat hasn't arrived at the shop yet. Whose number is that? Hello? 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 Darn it, it's out of charge. The phone is switched off.
She hung up on me.
Oh, Sahiba disconnected your call.
I will pay.
No, it's okay. I'll charge it at the shop. I'm in a hurry anyway.
Sahiba? Oh, Sahiba, you've made a great signboard. Here you go.
Thank you. Goodbye.
I'm glad that our deal has been finalized. We can discuss the terms and conditions.
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry, excuse me, I'll call you back. What is it, Pan?
Sir, you have a call from Miss Manveer. She wants to talk to you, urgently.
Hello? Yes, Mother.
Angad, father-in-law wishes to see you right now. Come home now.
But tell me what's the matter, though.
Just come home immediately. It's serious.
Okay, I'll be there.
𝐀𝐻𝐿, did you hear from Seerat?
No, sister, she's nowhere to be found.
Your tea has gone cold, ma'am.
Let it be. I have to call Seerat first. My mobile has to be charged first.
Did you get your job done?
Yes. It went really well, 𝐀𝐻𝐿. I mean, it was so rewarding. Truly, I only feel so happy after doing a job. The work, the creativity, the feeling of being occupied. I've been missing it for so long. I won't make any concessions with my job anymore. You'll see that.
Sister, you should never be without work. It's been so long since you've sounded excited. I even heard you humming a little. I am very happy for you. You have a call from a private number.
Oh, goodness. I hope it's a call for a huge project. Hello? Who is it?
Manveer Kaur Brar.
Miss Manveer?
Listen to me carefully wherever you are. Whatever you're doing, drop everything and come home right now.
What's the matter, ma'am?
What's the matter?
Mr. Brar?
What's the matter, Grandpa? Why are you sitting here like this? Is everything all right? What's the matter, Mother? Will anyone tell me? What's the matter here? Why is everyone...
We're waiting. We are waiting for our daughter-in-law to return.
Sahiba? What did she do now? Just wait for a while. You'll find out when she returns. What happened though, Grandpa?
What's the matter, Angad? Is everything all right?
Well, so far things have been going well in this house. Because I never allowed anything wrong to happen. And I won't allow it in the future. Even I, myself, have to teach all the ways and all the rules of this family. Your ignorant ways will not be tolerated in this house, 𝐒𝐕𝐄.
Loving the drama so far? Don't miss the next twist. Hit that subscribe button now for more English-dubbed twists, turns, and unforgettable moments every single week. Real drama, real emotions, all in English.
Is everything okay, Angad?
Everything has been all right in this family so far. Because I never let anything wrong happen. And I will never allow it. Even if it means I have to teach everyone in this family the rules and regulations, I will do it. Your irresponsible actions will not be tolerated in this house, 𝐒𝐕𝐄.
What are you talking about? I don't understand.
Now do you understand? Or are you still too blind to see it, 𝐒𝐕𝐄? Tell me, did you mean to put that signboard up? 𝐻𝐻𝐿 and I have always been supportive of you. Is this how you pay us back for what we have done? Are you trying to taint this family's reputation?
What are you saying, grandfather-in-law? I'm also part of this family.
Of course. Your love for this family can be seen in this photo.
Is a photo going to decide this family's reputation? Is that how lightly you take the family's reputation? Of course you take it lightly. That is why you, despite Gary embarrassing this family, couldn't even pretend to be regretful over his actions. Your guilt and your regret have disappeared quite suddenly. You showed your true colors.
Hey, you. Stop avoiding the issue. Just stick to the topic. And the point is that you are taking advantage of the freedom and liberty given to you.
What do you mean by that? Everyone has the right to freedom. Grandfather, what was I doing wrong? I was only doing my job.
You are married into the Brar family, 𝐒𝐕𝐄. You cannot just go around painting the signboards of the shops on the street like this.
Miss Manveer, I am your daughter-in-law. But that is not my only identity. I have my own identity. I am an artist. People know me because of my work. That is what I'm doing in that photo. I'm doing my job. I've been doing it for years.
But you weren't married then.
What did the marriage change? If I wasn't wrong before marriage, how is it wrong now? And why? Wait a minute. Are you asking me to stop working and to stay at home, Angad?
It's not about what anyone wants. It's about the rules and regulations in this family. And the norms. Everyone in this family must follow those rules. When Sahiba was designing for Brar Jewelers, I already told you this, and you had promised me that you will make her understand. But I really do not think that she is aware of it. She is making her own arguments, as if she doesn't know anything. Why didn't you explain it to her? Why didn't you tell her?
What promise? What do I not know? Angad, tell me, what did you promise him?
I told him once you design the new collection, you won't do anything related to business. The women in this family do not work, so you won't work either. That is what I promised.
How can you make a promise that I have to fulfill? Why can I not work after making those designs? Were my designs lacking? Please tell me if they were.
The women of this household do not go to work.
Grandpa, you don't want me working for Brar Jewelers. I'll accept that. But I cannot stop working at my shop. I cannot erase my old identity to get a new one.
You are now Sahiba Brar, and that's it. That is your only identity. You may sell your shop, or hand it over to someone, or do as you like. And to take care of your needs and wishes, we are here.
When I came here for the first time, then you were the only one who praised my work. It was my work that had impressed you, and hence you decided to get Angad married to me. I could never imagine that you would stop me from working, Grandpa. The same work upon seeing which you once told me I'm blessed by the Lord.
Sahiba! If you dare utter another word, it definitely won't be good for you. This house has rules. Do you understand?
But I do not like these rules.
Rules are meant to be followed, and not to be liked.
Do you understand now? Follow the rules and everything will be fine.
I act on what is right, and not based on greed. And I do not think I have done anything wrong. There are rules in this house, and it is a good thing. But to keep my identity, if I have to break those rules, then I will do so. And I apologize as I say this with folded hands, not because I am doing anything wrong, but because I respect you. I respect you so much.
Santosh! There's a call for you!
You have thought well, right? That you're ready for this wedding alliance.
I take guarantee for your wedding with Gary. You will always be happy. It's a promise by Angad Singh Brar.
Yes, Mum. I always wanted to get married into the Brar family. And now, finally, I have the chance to do so. And without any deception or any kind of lies. So why would I fall back? Honestly.
Santosh? There's a call for you.
It must be Miss Jasleen. I knew it. Should I tell her the news? Huh?
It's not Jasleen. It's Mr. Chavala.
Come on. He's been bothering me. Under no circumstances, do not answer this call. I do not want him bothering me. Just ignore it. Let it ring. Just ignore it. Thank you, dear.
Santosh, before you give an answer to Jasleen, you have to speak to Sahiba. Let her know of Seerat's decision. Because Sahiba is not just Seerat's sister anymore, but also the daughter-in-law of the Brar family.
Sure.
Being a perfect daughter-in-law of this family means losing my individuality. And I can't agree to that. People recognize me for my work, and I won't stop working. Come whatever may come.
Does your work teach you to be so insolent? The daughter-in-law of this family has never spoken like that. This is disrespectful.
So according to the rules of this house, is expressing our perspective considered disrespect?
Angad, my dear, please talk to her in private. Make sure she clearly understands about what we are trying to say.
Grandma, I have understood it already, but I am against it.
Japjot is right, Angad. You are her husband. Bringing her to the right path is your responsibility. It's also your responsibility to ensure that the promise you made to me is kept. If you could fulfill it, then it is fine. Otherwise, I will exercise my right to take the final call.
You want me to be a perfect daughter-in-law, right? Let's do this then. Let me try to be ordinary first. Actually, my suit has become dirty. Wait a minute. And this one, shall I wear this? No? That's okay. And this? What about this one, huh? Forget it. Hold on. Which one of these necklaces should I wear today? Leave it. Never mind. You see, my earrings are causing me a lot of pain. Which one of these should I wear? This one? All right then. Tell me if I should feel hot or cold now. Can you tell me?
What nonsense is this?
Oh, why are you getting angry? Should I enjoy this weather or should I not enjoy this weather, Angad?
Sahiba, look.
I can see it. And I understand. It's only the men who make decisions regarding every aspect of this family. Since you made a promise to Grandpa on my behalf, tell me what I should do. You can make even these basic decisions on my behalf then, surely. You can decide what I wear, where I go. And regarding my breathing, am I allowed to breathe without your permission?
Aren't you mocking our rules by saying all of this, huh? I've promised Grandpa that I won't allow you to work.
I cannot believe how such a reputed family can be so regressive. This is unbelievable. But you belong to this generation. Aren't you educated at all?
What are you trying to say? That the elders in my family aren't?
No, they're not. But you belong to this generation, don't you? Didn't you think that certain rules of this house are highly questionable? Rules should align with the changing times.
Our ancestors have laid out these rules after careful consideration. Have we ever questioned them there? What is it that you won't get in this house? What else do you want?
Angad, I want my dreams. I want to take care of the household and also fulfill my dreams. What's the problem with that? If a girl is only allowed to work, eat, and sleep, don't we have the right to dream?
You are free to go against me. If it comes to the worst case scenario, we will fight it out. I don't care, be my guest. But if you go against my family, I will be forced to show you your place. Do you understand, or should I explain it?
Listen.
Enough. I won't hear any more of this. Artists are born, my dear. You were born with your talent, dear. As long as you live, your talent will exist, and it will keep you alive.
You just wait and see. One day, I'll be a well-respected artist. 𝐀𝐁𝐎𝐕𝐄? Hello? Yes, 𝐀𝐁𝐎𝐕𝐄. Did you find Seerat?
Yes, sister, we did. I'm already regretting it.
What nonsense is this?
It's not nonsense, sister. She's done something once again.
Done something? What happened? Tell me, is she alright?
She seems fine, but I'm not so sure about her mind. She has agreed to marry that wicked guy, Gary.
What? But how could she? How did this happen?
Have you lost your mind?
Say whatever you want to me, Dad. It doesn't matter. I've already said what I wanted to say, and that's final.
Sahiba, Seerat and Dad are having a heated argument. I don't know what I should do.
Wait, I'll be there soon.
I want to know the reason you've changed your decision.
Because I have no other option left, Dad. And I never will. This is my final chance that I have to fix my fate. And I do not want to lose this opportunity. And I won't. I won't.
But that Gary has...
Gary will get a lot of proposals. But what about Seerat? Forget about her marriage. No one wants to have any sort of connection with her. What is it that you want to do? Tell me. Will you have her unmarried for the rest of her life? Seerat has agreed to have this wedding. I will go ahead with this alliance. I keep receiving calls from Miss Justine every day. I can't keep avoiding them any longer. I need to give her an answer now.
We've already given an answer. We rejected this.
That's your answer, Sahiba. Not mine. This is my life, so it's my answer that will count. And I accept the proposal.
Are you going to accept this alliance, Seerat?
Dad, you have to go to the Brar mansion with Mom to talk about this alliance.
What's going on here?
I won't go. I do not accept this alliance. Don't get me involved with this. Do you understand me?
Why won't you do this? Huh? You are her father. You have to go.
From where will you send her off? Have you decided that yet?
What are you saying, Mr. Chorda? Daughters are sent off from their parents' house?
Mr. Ajit, you see, such parents have houses of their very own. Unfortunately, this is not your house anymore.
What the heck are you saying, Mr. Chavla?
Shh. I guess you haven't told anyone about this, Miss Santosh. Are they going to find out when they're out on the streets homeless? Do not give such shocks to your very own family. It's just wrong.
Mr. Chavla, please give us some more time.
You do not know the value of time. You didn't answer my calls. I was asking for my own money, and you made me feel like I was begging. But it's okay. This way, auctioning this house won't be very painful.
Auctioning this house?
Yes, your mother had borrowed $2 million from me, with this house as collateral. And she hasn't paid a single installment ever since then.
Doshi, Mr. Chorda, is this true? Tell me, is this true?
Ajit? Sit down, Ajit. Sit. Get water, dear. Water.
Please have some water, Dad.
Do you feel well, Dad? I don't know what's going on here at all.
For 2 weeks, I've already waited long enough. I want my installment in the next 2 days. If you fail to do so, I'll be forced to auction this very house.